In this lecture, we're going to show how to create a walkthrough video. For walkthrough video, we have to set up a camera and we have to create a path along which will camera travel. So here we have this assembly and this is room bike. And now we're going to create a path along which will camera travel. So let's go to Assembly tab. Let's go to Reference Geometry. Let's define a new plane. For the reference, we're going to choose top plane. Let's go here with the distance 250 millimeters, like this. Now let's define a new plane. Reference Geometry, plane. Now let's go with the distance 800 millimeters from the plane 2. Let's click OK. Now let's go to the plane 2 and let's create a sketch. Let's go with center point arc and let's start here at origin. And let's create something like this. And let's make this for construction. Let's click OK. Let's go with Smart Dimension. Let's go with Radius 1100. Like this. Let's click OK. Let's exit sketch. Now let's go to the plane 3, this one, or maybe you have a plane 2. Let's create a sketch. Let's go normal 2. Let's go with Converge Entities and let's select this sketch. Let's click OK. Now let's select this sketch here. Let's go for construction. Let's click OK. And now let's exit sketch. And now we're going to create a 3D sketch using spline. So let's go here to 3D sketch. Let's choose a spline. So the starting point for our camera will be at this point. And then our camera will travel along the center point arc, like this. All the way to this point here. And then our camera will go up. So let's go up like this. And to this point here. And now the camera will travel along this center point here, like this. This and the end point will be somewhere here, like this. And this is the path for our camera. So now we can exit sketch, and now we can hide those sketches with construction lines. This one and this one, like this. So this will be our path for camera. So now we have created a path, and now we have to set up a camera. So now we can go to Motion Study. Let's expand this, like this. Let's go here to Lights, Cameras, and Scene. Let's open this. And here we have a camera 1. If you don't have camera 1, you can just right click here and you can add a new camera. So let's go to camera 1, right click, and let's go to Properties. Let's zoom out here. And here we can see our camera. And here we can see the target point. So by default, this face has been selected as a target point. We can click here and we can delete this and we can choose another target point. For example, we can choose this point here for a target point. Now let's go down here and here we have to define the camera position. So let's click here. So our camera will start here, but we won't choose this point exactly. We're going to choose somewhere near that point, somewhere here, like this. And now we can see here on the left side, the relative position between the camera and the assembly, and here we can see the camera view. So here down we have percent distance along selected edge. So we can move this from the start, and now we can see how the camera will record this all the way up to the end, like this. But now let's go to the beginning, to the start, like this. Let's go down, and here we can roll our camera. So if you move this, now you can see how our camera is rolling, is twisting. So let's go straight, like this. Down here we have a field of view. We can define here view angle. Now as you see, like this. So let's zoom out a little bit. Like this. Here down we can define the distance to view rectangle. So if you move this, we can see some changes. And we can see those changes here on this rectangle. As well, here down we have height of view rectangle. So we can adjust also this one. And now our camera is set up. So we can just click OK. And now this is our start point. And now we have to define our end point. So we're going to drag this to the 10th second, like this. And now we have to go to camera, again, right click, properties. Let's go down. And now here we have % distance along selected edges. And now let's go to the end, like this. So this is going to be our end point. Let's click OK. So now we have defined the first point and the last point. And now if we click here, calculate, we don't see nothing. This is because we are not in the camera view. So let's go here to the camera. Let's turn on camera view. And now let's go here to the orientation, right click, and uncheck disable view key creation. But make sure that you're at the beginning. Now let's click play. And now we can see how our camera travels along this path. Now we can go to our sketch, we can right click and we can hide the sketch like this, and we can try again. So let's go from the beginning, play from start. We don't see nothing, so we have to go to camera again, turn on camera view. We don't see nothing. Let's go to the beginning, right click on the camera, camera view, and let's go play from start. So this is the walkthrough video that we have created. So you have to define two things. You have to define the camera at the beginning and at the end, and you have to create a path for camera. Now you can save this. So you can go to save animation. Here you can choose destination and the name. Let's go save. And let's click OK. So now here we have a warning. The motion study results are out of date. Do you want to recalculate them again? Yes. Now let's see our video. So this is how our video now looks like. If you want a smoother video, you can then increase the frames per second. So you can go here to the properties and you can increase here frames per second, and then you're gonna get smoother video, but also the time for the calculation will be longer. So this is the first way how you can create a walkthrough video. So you have to define the path, and you have to define the starting camera position and ending camera position. As well here on the camera 1, you have to turn on camera view, and you have to go here to orientation and camera views, right click, and you have to uncheck disable view key creation. And then you can play your animation and you can save this animation.